I want to talk about something. Yesterday was Monday. I had a great Monday. I haven't always had great Mondays. I've had a lot of shitty Mondays, to be honest. And the common denominator of those Mondays were usually stress. I was not ready to get up. I didn't have enough sleep. I didn't have stuff ready from the day before. I wasn't ready for work. I wasn't ready to get the kids to school or kindergarten. Usually those Mondays were quite bad and you almost dreaded those. We had the feeling that the weekend was just too short. The Monday I had yesterday and the Mondays I've had these past years have been so much better. And that is quite ironic because I now have more responsibility. I now have more kids, I have more stuff in my life that needs and requires my attention. So what has changed for me? I urge most dads, all dads that want to have a better life, that want to create more freedom and more energy for themselves is the developing of good habits. And good habits means things that you do consistently that will just make life easier for you, that will create energy for you, that make you feel good. So I put together 4 habits that really has changed my life since I started implementing them. And those habits are killer habits for busy dads, no doubt about that. I'll just start with the first one. And this is like the foundation for all the other habits. It's foundation for your whole day. It's the foundation for your whole week. And that is get enough sleep. And I know that it is not easy when you have kids. It's not easy when you have small kids. It's easier when you have big kids. I have 5 kids. I have 2 kids under 2 and they are awake at night. Sometimes not every night, but often they are awake, which will interfere with the sleep quality, of course. But when it comes down to this must be a priority no matter what. You can put it into 3 different categories. Number 1 is basically go to bed earlier. I understand that it's hard because this is your free time, especially at Sunday night, but going to bed earlier, waking up earlier, and get at least that 7 hours of sleep. It's super important. I feel so big difference in the days that I have like bad sleep or 5 hours or something like that. I just don't have the energy to do anything. I don't have the energy to be with kids. I don't have the energy to train. I don't have the energy to be effective at work. Like it affects everything. If you have small kids, it's inevitable that you have some of those days. It's just inevitable and you have to make the best out of those days. But most cases you can affect this. Most cases you can go to bed earlier. Most cases you can get up earlier. And the reason why I say get up earlier is because to avoid stress in the morning, especially on a Monday, but every day, you have to get up ahead of the day to get ready before your kids get up, get that coffee in peace. If you want to train in the morning, get up early and do the training. Get to bed early, get up early, get at least those 7 hours of sleep. And that will create the foundation for you to perform at your best for the rest of the day. Now, point number 2, just plan your day. What do I need to prepare for today? What am I going to do today? Right down to like, what's the dinner? How do I shop for it? When do I pick up the kids? When do I deliver kids? Like all these details, just getting prepared for the day. When are you going to train? What happens in the evening? What happens after the kids are put to bed? Should you prioritize some partner time? Everything you can plan for that day. Like we have issues very often finding times to do all the things we want and desire. And especially when it comes to training or getting that alone time, it's very difficult when you just wing it. So plan ahead. Over to point 3, which is getting that workout done. Now I know not everybody wants to do workout. Not everybody is passionate about doing workouts or being active, but I do really believe that it is within all of us to have some sort of activity. Like we're all human beings, and especially if you're unfit or you're not in shape. And if you look yourself in the mirror late at night and you're not satisfied with yourself, you definitely should do something about this. And there is a time issue because it's hard being a dad and all the responsibilities to find time for training. But it all comes down to priority. It all comes down to planning ahead. So making it easier for you to go to the gym or just having a walk or running is to plan when you can do it. The benefit of training is not just the training. It's not just getting stronger or more fit, it also provides you with all that extra energy, because right after a workout, maybe you're depleted, maybe you feel a bit, yeah, this was hard, but in the hours after the workout, you're going to get some extra energy. You're going to get that extra mental boost that will get you through the day in a better, much better way. It will depend when you're able to do the workout. For some, you can get it in the morning. For some, you can do it late at night. For some, you can do it during lunch break or after work. And that will also depend for me as well. I don't train at the same time every day. Some days I train morning, some days I train after work or even lunch. It's about fitting it into the day, whatever it suits best. That is just something you need to figure out. Finding time for it, that is something everybody can do. Comes down to being able to plan it, focusing on it and prioritizing it. No matter how many kids you have or responsibilities you have, you should always prioritize some time for yourself. If you neglect yourself over a long period of time, that is just going to end badly for everybody. We don't want that. Always find time to prioritize yourself. And the last point, number 4, this is something maybe you wouldn't obviously think of as a habit for yourself, but I think it's super important to mention because it might be underestimated, and that is the importance of getting good bedtime routines for your kids. I've seen a lot of different cases, circumstances, and types of family structures. I've seen friends of mine that don't get the kids to bed until late at night. I see them spend a lot of time during the whole evening to get them to bed. I think it's super important to have good and consistent bedtime routines for the kids. That will leave a lot of extra time that you can use for yourself, for your partner, for that loving relationship, for training, for anything you want to spend that extra time on. Using your whole evenings or at nights on the kids to get them to bed, that is just a waste of time. And I've seen it ruin relationships. I've seen it ruin mentalities of fathers and mothers. Being consistent on this, not giving up, trying to get your kids to be consistent in their sleeping routines is going to leave you with a lot of extra energy, extra time, and extra love in the relationship. It's not a direct habit of yours. It's more a habit of the family, and it's not your sole responsibility as a dad. It might be if you're a single dad and have responsibility for your kids, then you can absolutely just go all in on this. If you're in a relationship or even separated and you're shared custody, it's a little bit harder. Of course, you need to get that partner or that ex on board. Of course, this also affects when you can go to bed and when you can wake up early. And it has a circle effect on everything, going right from getting kids to bed, to sleep, to waking up early, to plan your day, to getting that workout. It's just a life hack for dads and, to be honest, moms as well. Like, if you're a parent, you just want to find good way to schedule your day and get that extra time and energy to do the things you need to do to be successful in your life. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe if you like this content, and please just comment below if you have any questions at all. Just leave it in the comments below.